In today's lesson, we're going to focus on the English language you need if you have a problem at your house and you need to get something fixed. The main focus of today's lesson is really the kind of English that you need and the English conversation that you will have if you are a tenant. That means you are the person renting a room or an apartment or a house, and you, the tenant, have a conversation with the landlord. The landlord, that's the person who rents you your accommodation. Let's think about some of the common problems that you have in a house. Something can block. If something's blocked, normally it's a sink or a toilet or a pipe. It basically means that no water can go through or no water can go down. Something can back up. This is similar to the word block. Well, block means that it's stopped and there's no water can go out. When it backs up, it basically means that the water is stopped and then the water is coming back up. So if you think about a toilet or a sink or a bath, it means that water is coming back up into the bath, the sink or the toilet. Something can leak. This means that there is normally a hole in something and it allows water to come in. So if you think about your roof, for example, if you have a leak, it means the water comes in the house through a hole. This is also true for things like pipes, sinks, bathrooms, washing machines. Anything that contains water can leak. Something can break or stop working. This means that it's no longer functioning. And so this will often apply to things in the house like your washing machine or your dishwasher, your fridge, your oven. All of these things potentially can stop working. Something can jam. This means that you can no longer open or close it. Things that normally jam are things like doors and windows. Let's do a quick activity together. I'm going to give you the definition. You tell me what's the word. If a door won't open or close. Jammed. If the refrigerator no longer functions. Broken or stopped working. If water doesn't go down in the bath. Blocked. Water coming in to my house through the ceiling. Leak. Let's think about the people who come and fix those problems for you. A plumber. They normally fix anything to do with water. So if your toilet stops working or if your bath is leaking, any of those kind of problems connected to water. An electrician. Anything that's electrical in your house. So any of the lights, if there are problems with the lights, or any of the electrical outlets, anything that has electricity. A locksmith. If there's a problem with your door, if it's specifically with the lock on the door, then they will come and they will either open your door or they will fix a lock if there's a problem with a lock. An AC, air conditioning or heating repairman. They fix anything connected to your air conditioning or your heating. So if your air conditioner stops working or it's not working correctly or you have a problem with your thermostat, they can come and fix those problems. A handyman. Well, they do a little bit of everything. So if you have a door and it's jamming, they might come and fix that. If you have a broken window, or maybe you need some plumbing, some electric work, they do a little bit of everything. Now let's think about the kind of questions and phrases that you'll hear when you have a conversation with a landlord about getting something fixed in your home. What exactly seems to be the problem? Here, the landlord wants you to be specific. So if you can tell the landlord exactly what the problem is, then they can decide, is this something they need to send out a service person like an electrician or a plumber? Or is this something maybe you can do yourself, or maybe the landlord can come and fix it for you? When did the problem start? The landlord wants to know if this is a problem that you've had for a long time and this is the first time you're contacting them, or if this is a serious problem that just started today and they need to get the problem resolved as soon as possible. Do you know what caused the problem? Is it something that you did? Is it something that you broke? In which case they probably will ask you to pay for it. Or is it something that just naturally happened? Like if the fridge was very old and it stopped working, of course then the landlord is responsible for fixing it. Did you try using Drano? Changing the filter? If it's something that is easy to fix, the landlord might give you some ideas. Like, did you try, for example, if the sink is blocked, they might say, did you use Drano? Drano is a common product in the United States that's used to clean blocked sinks and blocked baths. They might say, did you try cleaning the filter? For example, if the dishwasher isn't working or the dryer isn't working. I'll call a plumber, electrician, AC repair person. Will you be home to let them in? Often the landlord will arrange for a service person to come to your house to fix the problem. So that will be, as we said, an electrician, a plumber, a handyman. Of course, normally they will ask you to be home when that person comes. I'll call a plumber, electrician, handyman. Can I give them your number to arrange a time to come round? Sometimes it may be that a service person can't come directly, and so they have to arrange a time with you, the tenant, to come to the house. I'd like to see what's going on for myself. Will someone be home later today? It may be that the landlord maybe doesn't understand exactly what the problem is, or that the landlord wants to come and see for themselves exactly what the problem is. So it's kind of normal that the landlord will try to arrange a time to come to see the problem when you are home. Let's listen to a conversation now. Now, this is a conversation between a tenant and they've got some problems at their property, so they're calling the landlord to see if he can get them fixed. Now, if you're interested in a video connected to finding accommodation, especially if you're looking for a vacation rental, please check out my other video. It's all about renting vacation accommodation in the United States. Hi, Mrs. Smith. This is Mark at 2930 Master Street.
Hi, Mark. Is everything okay?
No, sorry to call you, but we have an issue at the house.
Oh, no. What exactly is the problem?
It's the AC. It stopped working.
Oh, when did it stop working?
It was yesterday afternoon. It was kind of on and off, and then it just shut down.
Oh, right. Do you know what caused it to stop working?
No, we haven't changed any settings or anything. It just stopped working.
Okay, no problem. I'll call an AC repairman I know and get him to come out and come look at it. Probably sometime later today. Will someone be home?
Yeah, I'm home all day today.
Okay, great. We'll get it fixed for you as soon as possible.
Well, thanks, Mrs. Smith. While I have you on the phone, I thought I'd mention that the kitchen sink keeps backing up.
Oh, really? Did you try using Drano?
Yeah, I tried, but it keeps happening.
I see. Well, I'd like to come over and see it for myself before I call a plumber. Is someone home tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come by around 11 if that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks, Mrs. Smith.
You're most welcome. Hopefully we can get everything fixed and working again for you quickly.
Let's think about some of the common questions that you'll probably have if you're a little bit worried about having this conversation in English. What can I ask the landlord to fix? Basically anything that goes wrong with the place that you're renting. So anything that's connected to, for example, the building. So things like doors and windows, if they jam or if the locks don't work, anything with the electrics or the plumbing, those are all problems that you can ask your landlord to fix. What should I fix myself? So basically anything that you think you can fix yourself. So like we said, if your sink is blocked or your toilet is backing up, then it might be an idea to buy a plunger, right? And try to unblock or stop the backing up yourself. Or buy some Drano. That's a product you can use to clean the drains. Obviously anything connected to the larger things like the electrics or the AC or the heating, yeah, you probably need to speak to your landlord about that. What do I do if my landlord won't fix the problem? My advice is really to keep asking, because at some point your landlord will just get tired of you constantly calling and saying, hi, I still have that problem. Can you fix it, please? So it's a good idea to just keep asking, keep trying. With reminding your landlord, especially if you have a contract, that in your contract or your lease, that's the sort of legal document that you have with the landlord, that they are expected to fix any problems in the property. I hope this video is useful for you. If you have a problem in a house that you need to get fixed, and if you need to speak to your landlord.